get money, boys. Hey, y'all already know what time it is. What you do, who you are, is what's on tape.
All right, statement or questions?
No, let's just go questions.
Let's go questions.
Kevin, most teams are trying to get where Alabama is and has been over the last 7-8 years. When you look at them, what just stands out when you turn on the tape? What is it that has set them apart?
Time and winning over that time.
No Miles, no Deshaun, but 20 sacks in 5 games. What's been the key to y'all's success in terms of your pass rush?
Well, yeah, I'm not surprised by Jarrett Johnson. I said it all summer. He had the same amount of production as Deshaun Hall last year and played half the snaps. So he's playing more snaps now. It stands to reason that he's going to have those kind of numbers. I think LANDIS DURHAM, as I said a couple weeks ago, is the most improved player on this team.
LANDIS DURHAM has been disruptive and productive in 2017. His patience has paid off.
The best thing I see about Landis is he never gives up. He's got a really high motor, and he's always chasing the ball wherever he is.
One-on-one pass rush against him is not very fun. He comes off the ball low, and he comes off the ball hard.
Yeah, man, he's deceptively quick. You know, he's a guy that works his tail off, and you know, he doesn't look like he'd be an elite defensive end just because his size is average for defensive end. But man, when he comes off the ball, he's quick. He makes quick decisions. He'll see where you mess up and make you wrong. And I think that he's also just a team player. He'll take advantage of a situation when it's open, and he'll make situations happen for other teammates.
Make sure we stay sharp, stay physical, stay fast. Hey, Jack's team ready! Hey, Jack's team ready! Exercise! Hey!
It's pretty slow for me whenever I first arrived. You know, playing linebacker at first, you know, I was really ready to get in there, but you know, I didn't really know the playbook all that well. Then I made the transition, which I did not mind at all. You know, I played defensive end in high school, and so last year I was behind, you know, Day-Day and Miles, and watching those guys and watching, you know, how they work their craft and whatnot was something I feel like, you know, I benefited from. So for me, I feel like I had to get used to the speed of the game. Playing middle linebacker, you know, you had to see a lot more. And even whenever I made the transition, you know, these guys are bigger and stronger and whatnot. So, you know, it's different, but you know, it's paying off, and I feel like I've learned a lot in these past 2 years.
The Pulse, Texas A&M Football, is presented to you by AT&T, a proud sponsor of Texas A&M Athletics. Entertainment your way. The Southeastern Conference is rugged and downright physical. Across the line of scrimmage is where strength is most required.
Finish it though. Finish it. Initial punch.
The trenches is where the game's won, in my opinion. It sets up every play. It's a role that has to be on point for the play to be successful.
In the SEC, to win a game, you've got to be able to run the football. It's as simple as that. You've got to be able to run the football to win games.
Whoever can win that line of scrimmage is going to be the one that's more positive on the play. If you can rush the quarterback and create pressure on him, if you can get push on that line and stop the run, I think that successes of defense start with the D-line. We've got a great foundation of the guys we've got down there with their hand in the dirt.
And as far as the pass goes, you know, you have to have guys who are ready to get off the rock. You know, guys who understand the situation, so they know when it's a passing down, so they're ready to pin their ears back and just go.
In this league, you know, there's a lot of big offensive linemen, and they got some great running backs behind them. So if you can't stop the run, if you can't play gap integrity, then that'll be, you know, a big part in deciding, you know, who's going to win, who's going to lose that game. So absolutely, I feel like, you know, playing defensive end or just being on part of the D-line, we carry a lot of weight. And, you know, it's a big part of the game for us, so we got to make sure we do our jobs.
Yeah, I think it was evident last Saturday how big the offensive line and defensive line controlled the game late in the game. And I think it's going to carry over to this week. No one's really been able to run the ball on them, and so we're going to really focus on that and try to attack them there.
We challenge each other all week in practice, and those guys really push me to be a better offensive lineman, and they tell us the same, that we're pushing them to be better defensive linemen, and so looking forward to game time when we get to play somebody else.
They talk about SEC football as big boy football. I think that's what they're talking about is the trench war right there in the middle.
The #1 team in the country is rolling in. Friday night, College Station gets ready to rock.
Howdy, Army!
Look at this, and it's nights like this where you think, wow, how blessed am I to be an Aggie.
We're hoping that tomorrow's going to be a big surprise for Alabama.
And what are we going to do?
Beat the hell out of Alabama!
The Pulse, Texas A&M Football, is presented to you by Pepsi, official soft drink of Texas A&M Athletics.
A&M's a prideful school. They got a lot of pride. It'll be a tough place for Alabama to go in. It'll be a learning process for a lot of young kids that Nick Saban's got to go into a place like this really for the first time.
I don't really expect us to lose to A&M at all.
Yeah.
So
This game is really more about how bad are we going to beat them.
Yeah.
They're better, but they're not good enough. Expect more of the same. And when I say more of the same, expect more of what we've seen the last couple of weeks. Bama embarrassing another SEC opponent.
They're a dang good football team. But here's what I know. Kyle Field last Saturday night was electric. And I can't even wait to see what it's going to be like tomorrow night.
Go to that tunnel today, and y'all hear them drums start beating, your heart starts racing. Think about it. Close your eyes. When that smoke clears, you run out of the tunnel, look up into the stands. 100,000 are here to see us play, man. This is what you came here to do. All right, man. It's another week in the SEC. What's our mentality? 1-0. Let's go beat the hell out of Alabama.
A&M, Alabama. Nothing more needs to be said. It's time for these two to talk on the field.
Good job by that front, as it was Zay Henderson and Alaka coming in strongly.
First down plays are critical for A&M tonight.
Bond in the shotgun, stands back, takes the snap, throws now here on the right side, at the 40, at the 45, at the 50, and that's Williams, and he will carry to the Alabama 39-yard line.
Some pressure off the edge. Mons incomplete to the outside of Christian.
Daniel LaCamera now checking in to try a field goal. Here it goes. Did he make it? It is gonna be good. He hit it.
Daniel LaCamera's field goal gave the Aggies the first score, but Bama punched right back. And this evening, though, A&M was ready to trade blows.
Harris, nice cut, and here goes Damian Harris. Here's the dangerous Christian Kirk. Ball is out.
Well, I think the penalty is because Alabama batted the ball illegally. I think that was Mosley who batted the ball. Instead of trying to recover it, he was trying to bat it towards the end zone for maybe a touchdown.
Third and 6. Hurts looking for options. Downfield and incomplete. Aggies defense again. Bonds, pressure right up the middle. Somehow gets away from 3 Alabama would-be tacklers, and the ball is down. And it looked like Evans falls on it. Indeed he has. Alabama football. 3rd and 7, looking to set up the screen. More pressure came from Alaka, and a flag is down as Hurts burned it.
I'll tell you what, I have seen enough already of this A&M run defense. They are much better than they were a year ago. It's not a lot of room to run right now against this Alabama defense, and the ball was out.
Came out at the end of that.
They are giving it to Alabama.
That is Alabama's football.
A couple turnovers and a few missed opportunities in the first half. At the break, the Aggies are down, but most certainly not out. The Pulse, Texas A&M Football, is presented to you by Memorial Hermann, advancing health. The second half starts the wrong way as Alabama comes right at the Aggies. With the Tide starting to seize control, A&M needs a spark.
3rd and 12. Inside screen, Foster, ball is out. Aggies are on it. Fumble recovered, Deshaun Capers-Smith.
That'll be the first turnover against Alabama in now 8 games.
Corner pressure, he throws to it this time. And cutting back that time was Paul, 4th and 9. Mond. Downfield, and it is caught by Ratley inside the 10. Aggies in business. Mond with time. Now looking to extend it. Spins free. Gotta get rid of it. To the end zone. Wow, what touchdown. What a catch by Christian Kirk. How did he pull that off?
Wow, what a catch! He caught it. Both feet were in.
A&M has scored on Bama.
Two tremendous individual efforts on that play. Wow.
2 feet, 2 feet, 2 feet.
Momentum starts to make its way over to the Aggies.
For moments like this to make big plays. Kurtz wants to throw, and he's been sacked back at the 35-yard line. And the man that got him was Jarrett Johnson, along with Jacoby and Henderson.
3rd and 11.
They look a little confused. Alabama offensively right now looks a little bit out of sorts.
That was out of bounds at the 30-yard line, and it's incomplete. They will not convert. We hungry. I'm not done eating. I'm not done eating. That's a bad kick. Look at, oh man, it's going to be near midfield, won't it?
This is a coaching decision to kick the ball to a spot away from Christian Kirk, and it just was not executed.
Mond gonna tuck and pick up a good gainer as he slides down inside the 35. A&M's on the go. 2nd and 10. Looks to that near side to Osmond.
Mond is rolling to his right, throwing, and it's been picked off at the goal line. And out of bounds at the 1. That hurt. 11:45 left in the game.
A mistake gives Bama the ball, but up against their own goal line. The defense looks to keep them pinned down.
That could be a safety. The entire ball has to get out of the end zone.
I think he got the ball out.
They're going to say he gets out. Batted down in the end zone. That was Kingsley Kiki.
Aggies have a bunch of people up there on the line. Let's see if they're bringing the house. Coming up the middle, block. He blocked it, and a safety.
12th man does it, as if it's scripted. Cullen Gillaspia. 12th man gets their 12th point. Gillaspia comes up big.
Kyle Field starts to boil over again. The Crimson Tide manages a field goal. The offense steps back out, hoping to burn them once more.
College Station. is roaring as they're playing with number 1 Alabama here in the fourth quarter.
Going to get hit. He got away from that. He's still looking. Got a man behind him. Throw it. He does. And
how about that play by Kellen Mond? Second time tonight he's wowed us like that.
To shake off the sack, to extend the play, keep your eyes downfield, and then to make that throw, that's special.
Mond, the keep, and Mond, the touchdown! 17 seconds to go.
Down by a score in the closing seconds, the Aggies are unable to convert an onside kick. Despite a strong finish, outscoring Alabama 16-3 down the stretch, the Aggies are out of time. And the curtain comes down on a thrilling night on the primetime stage. The Pulse, Texas A&M Football, is presented to you by ASCO, your place for case construction equipment in Texas.
Proud of you guys. Came in this thing where I say, you got to stay together. You did. You played your ass off to the end. We talked about it earlier in the week. What was going to be the difference in this game? Turnovers, penalties. And in a game like this, an opponent like that, what do you learn? Here's the best part. The best part is you can do something about that. You understand? Yes, okay? You can play with anybody. You can win that game. But we can't give away stuff. All right? We haven't been that team. And we're not that team. You hear me? That's something we got to check ourselves on. We're responsible for that. You guys didn't quit. You played your ass off to the last snap. That's what I asked. That's all you can ask of each other, right? Sir. And if you learned anything today, you're good enough to win that game. So you better get some confidence from that. All right, this one's over. We'll watch it Monday, but we're moving on.
The tide has gone out and it's off to the swamp. 1-0 is again the goal with another Saturday night on the horizon.
Look at the good things and look at the bad things. You know, look at what we got to change, look at what we got to fix. And, you know, like I said, just moving on next week, we got a whole another opponent, another different environment and everything. So we got to be 1-0 there.
I'm ready to move on to Florida. We're going to go out with great intensity this week, have a great week of practice, and head to Gainesville and play the best of our abilities. I'm not worried about this team at all. We're going to bounce right back. We got the confidence. Take a heartbreaking loss like UCLA and then come back out and win 4 games in a row, you know. This team's got resilience, and I'm not worried about it at all.